Hi everyone, welcome to the Fashion Experiment. It's Dr. Bridget, your professor of all things fashion, and today we're going to check out some winter 2024 looks while I'm wrapping up my fall winter trend forecast, and we're going to look at different looks that will be trending this season. So first up is feminine look, the pretty feminine look. Prior to this, I did a feminine frills look, and I'll link that. And also, remember from my prior videos that I discussed uh, women's wear and specifically women in general. I'm really leaning into their femininity and expressing it in every way possible. Okay, so from sensual, um, sophisticated and girly, like every possible way a woman can express her womanliness is trending. Okay, so that's what pretty feminine speaks to. So this particular look now, pretty feminine, is inspired by vintage looks, boho looks, and I want to say womanly styles, not so much frilly, like the feminine frills, okay? So not so much pink and girly, but that sophisticated womanly look that still is dainty and sultry, okay? But in a different way, all right? So that's what it speaks to. And we see the palette is filled with um, this purple shade, which was last year's color of the year. I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead, 2023's color of the year. And moving forward, the orangey looking sherbet color is the 2024 color of the year, which I'll talk about in another video. And then we have these warm neutral colors. So that's the palette. And the key items associated with the pretty feminine look is design details that express your femininity. So bows and lace, but not in a girly way, but in a more sophisticated way. Okay. And then materials, sheer is still important here, and lightweight fabrics that have great movement and also a nice hand, and that references the feel of it. Okay, so softness is what we're highlighting, and then some design details that are related to the pretty feminine look, and just again embracing your femininity in your style. First up is this engineered sensuality, and it just speaks to a technique for cutting fabric. Okay, so the images here are the end result, but how you achieve that is through laser cutting, where you get clean edges, and then that's important when you're dealing with lightweight fabrics or sheer fabrics, very delicate fabrics. When you're using those fabrics to create garments, you don't want to damage them. So being able to use the technique of laser cutting just allows for a clean finish and clean seams. So like, as a consumer, you don't really know that, but I'm just expressing that to you. Engineered sensuality is important. The technique of how we're achieving these lightweight, dainty, sheer layered looks. Okay. And then lace, of course, lace was connected to our boudoir dressing look. That was another very important trend that is, I've done that video. I have to link that as well. That is prevailing and is going to continue to see the use of lace or, lingerie-like garments, lingerie-inspired garments for women's wear. And then ruffles, of course, just other design details, okay, that we're going to find with these looks. Decorative knots. So the decorative knots create shape to accentuate different parts of a woman's body. All right, and now we're going to get into the garments associated with the look. But in general, Again, it's an entire trend, and the idea is to express and be as feminine as you want to be, as feminine as you can be, to, celebrate the femininity of a woman. So the feminine blouse, you're giving it just a generic name because it's really associated with any like lightweight fabric that's used to make a blouse, and in addition incorporates a design detail that I previously discussed. So we see the ruffles, draping, the tie neck, the sweetheart neckline, just any design detail again that accentuates the woman's body. And then tie neck blouse specifically is highlighted. A lot of these bow blouses, sheer blouses, printed blouses, again, it's all about highlighting femininity of a woman. So the necktie blouse is, single out, but it's really all the blouses. That's why we started with feminine blouses, okay? And the high neck blouse. So other shirt styles, blouse styles are emphasized more than others. That's what this speaks to. Next up is the skater skirt. So while this particular trend, our pretty feminine, is really leaning into a boho, eclectic, inspired by the 70s even, a lot of the garment styles that are trendy now are inspired mainly by the 90s and the early 2000s. And that's where the skater skirt comes from. And again, everything in fashion is cyclical. It repeats itself. So that's not to say in the 70s we didn't have the hot pants and the mini skirt, okay? We're just reinventing it all right? So just know that the inspiration for the skirt comes from all those eras, all right? And then what they're calling a statement skirt. And this, again, this broad category is just like the feminine blouse, where we're highlighting skirt styles that express the femininity of a woman. So we have a lace skirt, a sheer skirt, the satin skirt. The satin dress was very, very popular spring and summer 23. And we are still seeing satin, especially in the special occasion area. And then textured skirts. So, and the leather skirt. All right. So leather skirts are trending very highly again for this season, fall 23, winter 24. I've seen a lot of leather skirts. All right. Next up is the mini dress. So that clearly speaks to the femininity of a woman. And you see all the different varieties, from the little black dress to the ruffled dress, and the A-line minimalist dress, like the sexy mini dress. You can just imagine yourself wearing this out to celebrate, holiday parties and office parties and things like that. And then the bodycon dress, again, another garment style that all in itself, one piece, highlights the woman, the body of a woman, the sensuality of a woman, the, sophisticatedness of a woman, even from the girly frilliness to a more sophisticated woman. Like the bodycon dress does it all. And then finally, the boudoir dress. So this is here again to speak to boudoir dressing or lingerie inspired garments as trending. Again, I said it, but it's very important because it's heavily incorporated into fall winter styles. Okay. So this brings me to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.